Good evening, everybody. I'm back for a live stream. Gonna be working on art tonight. This is a little something for Pride Month. Hope I can get more than one piece done for the month, but I want to get at least one done. I've already seen some friends post some of theirs quite early already. So, yeah, gonna get my swing of things drawing my hyena Marcus. It's been my first time drawing him actually since the reference sheet. Bit overdue to get something done with him. So yeah. Yes. Sorry, I got a message on Discord. Yeah. But anyway, yeah, let's get started. This is Marcus, showing his pride and chilling. Probably gonna make him buy like my Wolfsky Genji. Yeah, so he's gonna be wearing the towel with the bi-colors and a bit of outfit for that. Get the colors to match, and he's a bit of a swimmer too, so he's drawing off, and that'd be nice to show him a bit shirtless as well, and to show how his fur pattern looks from the front. Because in the reference sheet, I don't have how the fur pattern looks from the front. That's on me, mostly from the back. Yeah, so the front just kind of the spikes kind of, those stripes kind of showing spikes in the, like that. Yeah, it'll be kind of like see how things go. Yes. Anyway, let's get started with the line art. Also, gonna give me more practice in getting his fur patterns a bit nailed down, especially for the face, because facial patterns, any kind of thing is something I really need to practice on more. So designing the character like this, is forcing me to do so. And I have so many more ideas for him too. Certainly some that fit for Summer as a swimmer character. He's an avid swimmer and a lifeguard by profession as well. He likes swimming so much, he decided to get a part-time gig out of it to help pay for tuition. And he goes to a nice school. But yeah, I hope everyone's doing well, has been having a good week, and had a good Memorial Day weekend. Oh yes, I certainly did. I did a lot of cooking. You can see what I posted. What I cooked over on my I saw on my Instagram, but also my my Twitter @GamingGenji. Yeah, made some really cool stuff. I made the spiced curry dish that a friend of mine showed me. He told me it was actually something he made on a whim, and it turned out very well. And he shared the recipe with me, and I made it, and it turned out fantastically. And then, but the crown of that meal that I made on Sunday was the Bosque cheesecake topped with southern fried apples. Oh my goodness, that was one of the best cheesecakes I ever had. Certainly helped that I made it from scratch. Oh, look at the song that's playing, perfectly fitting for the occasion. It's Born This Way. Yeah, so that was a really good cheesecake, and the apples were so good. Ooh. I made the meal for my parents and an aunt who's visiting. And I really wanted to top it with the apples because I know my dad adores those kind of apples, those baked, fried apples. He often gets them at restaurants when it's an option as a side dish. So I learned to make them. And the recipes I found online, you can use all sorts of apples. It doesn't really say a specific kind. I chose Granny Smith apples because those are the kind of apples I use for my Dutch apple pie. So I know those turn out very well when you mix in some cinnamon and nutmeg. And yeah, using them in a southern fried apple recipe turned out wonderfully. So if you're curious about any of the recipes I've made, just send them. Just ask me for the recipes on Twitter, FA, anywhere really, and I'll send them back. Send them to you in a direct message. Oh, Ashball, hi, welcome to the stream. Ashball says Granny Smith apples are the best apples. Oh yeah, they're very good. I don't know what I'd say would be my favorite kind of apple. It depends on the mood. I know I'm very fond of Golden Delicious apples. I think that's what they're called, but they're all yellow and they're pretty soft. I like those a lot. I think they're called Fiji apples. I don't remember. They're a bit of the red and yellow color. Those I like those. Gala apples are a classic, and then I don't know, what do you call like the standard red apples if they're just not called red apples? Yeah. So I was answering a message on Discord. Yes. Anyway,
Don't be a drag, just be a queen. Whether you're broke or evergreen, you're black, white, beige, chola descent, you're Lebanese, you're Orient. Whether
yeah.
disabilities left you outcast but leader teased, rejoice and love yourself today, 'cause baby, you were born this way.
Kind of funny how the song came shuffled on there. Oh, by the way, there's pre-sale. Just so you guys know, there is the on Gaga's website, the special edition 10th anniversary celebration edition. So many editions of Born This Way, which came out, I can't believe, 10 years ago this year. Actually celebrated the 10th anniversary like last week. Holy cow! Or like maybe 2 or so weeks ago. Like, well, it's still Friday, so yeah, last week or so, or maybe I can't remember exactly when the date was. Like late May it came out in 2017. Yeah, so that was Born This Way's 10 years old, and I feel a bit old too. But Born This Way, I think that's my pretty sure that's my favorite Gaga album. So I'm gonna pre-order that special edition one. On the website it says it's gonna be released in early September, which seems kind of late. But then again, hey, that's coming in time for my birthday, which is in late September. So I'm cool with it. So I'm definitely gonna get that. I'm really excited because it's the standard edition album for the original 14 songs, and there's a second disc which has the song titles blurred out. So I'm really curious what that's gonna have. Yeah, so that's a big surprise, that second disc, because I mean, of course, I have the Born This Way album, and I have the extended edition, which is 17 songs, which it adds Fashion of His Love, Amen, Fashion, Black Jesus, and The Queen, which I like all three of those songs. Some people clown on The Queen, but I like The Queen a lot. But for me, the favorite part, like, The Queen's a good song, and the outro to that song is amazing. Like that bit where like the beat just like kind of slows, and she goes full vocal. That's a real. I adore that part of the song. Ashfall says, I think the regular red apples are either Gala or Macintosh, but don't quote me on that. Oh, okay. That's all. Oh, I forgot about Macintosh as a Apple name. Kind of Macintosh to me has more so been assimilated by, well, Apple, in my mind, because remember the old Macintosh computers, which evolved into the shortened Mac computers. Yeah, that's what I think of. Let me know if the music's too loud. I can turn that down. Making slow progress. I was speaking of Lady Gaga, making slow progress on my art pop video essay. The editing's just taking a long time because holy cow, did I make that video a mammoth. I wanted to be thorough and I wanted to get into a lot of discussions. Because there's so much to talk about art pop. Oh wow. And this girl was researching, oh my goodness, the things I found. Well, it's more so, like, not gossipy anything, really, because I wanted to make sure what I found was supported with official text, and or, you know, but mostly just, like, stuff she said, like she actually said, Gaga herself said, about the album, its production, the fallout, and all that. Oh, and speaking of who's on top of this song, Free Britney, hashtag Free Britney. keep at it. I forgot what I was doing that made me think. Oh, I talk about Britney in my streams a lot because her songs come up so often because I have pretty much her whole discography in my iTunes. Yeah. I mean, I grew up with her. I did. Can't really say I ever stand her, but I really enjoy her. I mean, she was my favorite musical artist for quite a few years. Yeah, like for her, it was me and her. Then there was a weird dry spell for a few years before I discovered Puffy Yami Yumi. And then after Puffy Yami Yumi came Gaga, and I've been a Gaga stan ever since. Yeah. Oh, got some Discord messages. Oh, hey! Oh, hi! My friend Orca's messaging him on Discord. Let me send him a link to the stream. Yeah. Yesterday was fun though, because there were so many streams going on in my Discord channels. I popped. Okay, so first I came home from work, had dinner, then a friend of mine who was streaming earlier in the afternoon on Picardo was still streaming. It was a Patreon stream, and I'm a patron of his. So I hopped on that, and he also worked on my Patreon sketch during that stream, so that was lovely. Then after that, in a different Discord server, someone was playing Alan Wake, which I've seen bits of play before, but I've never played it myself. Lack of interest, really. And then so then that happened, and then the same friend who's doing the Picardo stream. No. The Alan Wake one came later. Someone was streaming something else, but I forgot what it was he was streaming that I was watching. Oh my goodness. But it was in the server that comes back in the Alan Wake one in a bit. So in that server, he was streaming something. I really don't remember what, because I'm only there for a short time. Because then the guy who was on Picardo started streaming Persona 4 in his server on Discord. So then I watched that and chat with him, and that was fun. Then, after he was done, I went back to the other server where the guy was streaming Alan Wake. Different guy from that other server right before the Persona 4 one. Yes. So it was just like, last night was just like server to server, like with streams. It was fun. An Alan Wake one was, I don't know, it was like the beginning of the game, and it had some irritating moments, and I don't know how well that game's received, really. Someone in that same server referred to Alan Wake as bootleg Silent Hill, which I can see. I think in Silent Hill's become the bootleg version of itself in the past few years. Oh god, now that's a tragic story there. Oh no. Yeah. Watched some very interesting videos delving deep into all the Silent Hill games and the series trajectory from horror staple with one of what is often considered one of the best games of all time in Silent Hill 2, and then becoming just the laughing stock and series of pachinko machines years later. And oh honey, it's a sad tale, sadder than any of the stories told in Silent Hill. Oh my gosh. I had a busy work week, but I got so much done at work. Feel very accomplished. It's really great when I end a work week. It's Friday and I have so many tasks done that I earn that time off. I'm like, yes, I'm out. See you Monday. I'm not thinking about any of you until then. No, I don't mean it like that, but I mean I'm not thinking about work until then. I mean, I like my coworkers, really I do. Yeah. Yeah, anyway. So I was sending someone a message. Someone. What's this? Oh, that's funny. I like that. I don't know if I could show that, but I saw someone post a funny meme. Yeah. Oop, that's not the eraser. That is. Okay. Alright. I'll move my pen over here. Pick that up again. Yeah, so hope everyone's doing well. Let me know if you guys have any plans for the weekend. I have nothing really. Well, I'll try to do something that I've been meaning to do tomorrow morning. And then in the afternoon, after lunch, around 2 p.m., I have an appointment. Then after that, I'm free all weekend. Yeah. I want to order pizza. I really want to. I'm in the mood for pizza. And there's this one Italian restaurant not far from where I live that I used to go to a lot more before the pandemic happened. Really good food. They have really good pizza, and I want to order one of their pizzas. I remember it being good. They have good pasta, really good lasagna. Oh wow, it's good lasagna. Yeah. I feel like pizza. Also, there might be some rain this weekend, and for some reason, pizza and rain go well together in my mind. I don't know why that is. Like pizza and coffee, like not pizza and coffee, like rain and coffee works for me. Really works for me. Like it was rainy yesterday, around my office in the morning. So, or most of the day actually was raining, but I noticed in the morning. I mean, I noticed all day really, but when I saw it raining in the morning, I thought, you know, mid-morning, I'm gonna have a decaf, and I got a big one too. Yeah, that was nice. Yes. Fortunately, it stopped raining by the time I needed to drive home yesterday. That was very fortuitous. Thank goodness. Yeah. Oh gosh, okay, this is stupid, but I was reminded. This song reminded me too. Recently, I don't know why. Well, oh yeah, I was talking to a friend of mine about personality types, and he recalled how when he was younger, he was much more forthright, and that reminded me of this episode, well, believe it or not, of Teen Titans Go, which is a show that it's a show that misses way more than it ever hits. I mean, its attempts at hits fall flat a lot of the time, but every now and then it has some good moments, and this was one of the better moments from that show, where it's the episode where Raven discusses the concept of being mean, Nean, which is what was it exactly? It was being mean, but mean to be nice, or like mean to be honest with people when they're doing something dumb that's gonna cause them problems later. And like her dad cursed her to always be nice. And this is also a time when her friends were doing really stupid, reckless things, and she had to be honest with them to tell them, don't do this stupid stuff. But she was cursed to just say nice things. and be like very encouraged, like, oh, you should do it. Like it means to me, like, yes, Starfire, marry the potted chili. That seems like a rational thing to do. And again, that's what comes up like mean the actual word that means the same thing as forthright. It's like it's similar to brutal honesty, though not as often used as a defense for being a jerk, like brutal honesty can be. Like, I'm just being brutally honest is what people will often say before they can say something a bit too mean. By hiding with, or the I just want to be honest. You know, of course you can certainly say, you know, you can certainly be honest, but, you know, pick how, not how honest, that's not right. Pick how rough you want to be, or how tough you want to be, depending on the person, situation, and all that. Because again, it's not saying I'm just being honest. It's not an excuse for you to be mean to people. Even if they bug the hell out of you or something. Yeah. Sorry, just recounting a story. Oh, what was that? Ashfall says, basically choose your words wisely. Yes, exactly. Like know when, Also the same as, know your audience. That's another one that works too. Because, you know, depending on who you're talking to, they can take things in different ways. Of course, you know, everyone's different. That's certainly a lesson that's worth learning. Yeah. Certainly true in regards to humor. What's funny to someone is not funny to someone else. Yeah. Okay. Yeah. I've made that mistake a few times. Also, this works too as summer drawing since he's coming from swimming, and I really need to draw more drawings for this summer. Something I always tell myself I'm going to do. Oh my gosh, I adore this remix. This is so good. It's the Britney Spears' "I'm a Slave for You" remix by, who is this again? David Holiday, Slave Driver remix. Oh, Slave Driver mix. It's so good. This is on the B in the remix volume 1. Yeah, volume 1's the much better one out of the two. I think there are only two, and the first one's the best one. Not that the second one doesn't have its moments, but the second one's just not as memorable. Yeah. Oh yes. Anyway, just been doing. Oh, stop that. Oh, another thing I've been doing that I've been being due for the longest time is organizing files on my desktop. Because, boy howdy, did I let a lot of art files get put on like the actual desktop, just in a I'll file like pictures. I have a file that's literally it says pictures to file, and I don't ever file them until this week when I actually started to work on that. Also, I dumped a lot of photos in, mostly for references for colors in the sketches to color. It's like, oh, the sketches are colored. I just haven't moved them out of there yet. But I finally started to, and I've really been organizing my art files in regards to art, like who they're for, what the theme is, and which kind of themes supersede if it's a drawing for someone, or like, here's an example. I draw all those kimono drawings like for friends, so it would go in the photo in the folder for kimono drawings over the folder if it's a folder for a specific person that I draw for often. It wouldn't go in their personal folder. It would go in the kimono folder because that's where all the kimono ones are. Because that's the recurring theme that I want to put all in one place. You know what I mean? Okay. While if it's art that features their character, that can go in their personal folder. Even if it features my characters, well, I wouldn't put it in the folder that has just stuff for my character, because it also includes theirs. So I'm looking for a picture of their character for the reference. I can go to their folder. It's a very, very simple concept. It makes sense to me, but again, I really like organizing things and finding more efficient ways to organize them when I'm bothered to do so or remember to do so. Mostly because when I remember, because I forget to do things a lot. Anyway, yeah, so that's one thing I've been doing. Also saving some references too, because I also save a lot of pictures drawn by friends I like to keep that I really like, or stuff they drew for me specifically. So I've made folders for that as well. But if it's a folder that is with one of my characters, then I save it in that character's folder, if it's drawn by them. Like, the folders of stuff drawn by them is more so stuff of theirs that I like, or it's stuff I requested of them that features characters that aren't mine. You know what I mean? Well, for example, like that artist I'm a patron for, he's a friend of mine too, and some of the drawings I've been asking for in the Patreon awards are, well, I can only ask for drawings of his characters for the tier I'm in. So I saved those Patreon awards in the folder for me. No. In the folder of art by him on my computer, because it's his character, art by him of his character. Yes. Gosh, the way I go into detail about how I organize things, and such excitement. I don't know exactly what that says about me. Hopefully it's good things. Yeah. 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 Yes, very. Oh, I'm sorry, I was answering a message on Discord. Yeah. Making the best of tonight. Had some hiccups. Still have some hiccups. I don't actually have hiccups. You probably would have noticed that. Metaphorical hiccups this evening. Yeah. Okay, this is from A Star Is Born. I want to watch that movie again. Funny enough, I don't have the movie, like a physical copy of the movie. I don't have, or a digital one. I don't have that either. I have the album, but I don't have the movie that I should. I saw it in the theaters. I really enjoyed it. I really want to watch it again, but after, because it's been a while. Well, yeah, been over 2 years. It's a good movie. I want to share it with some people. It'd be fun to watch that on a Discord stream or something. Kind of want to dump it on. Well, I don't want to say it like that, but never mind. Never mind to the thing I was saying. I still want to watch it again and have a copy of it for myself, personal copy, you know. Ashball says, A Star is Born has such a good soundtrack, and that's super impressive to me because I despise country music. Yes! I agree. It's a very good soundtrack, and also country music is a hard sell for me. I really don't like it that much. Or I really dislike it, just flat out. Depending on what the song is and who it's by, and a lot of factors determines if I tolerate it or if I'm just like, no, change it. No. Yeah, Star is Born with some good ones. Even with Gaga's Joanne album, that's probably my least favorite album of hers. Not that it's bad, it's just it has a lot of songs that I have to be in the mood for, which isn't often. Or there's some songs I just really don't like. I really don't like Come to Mama. I do not like that one. But it has some songs I really do. I adore the title track. Million Reasons is good. Diamond Heart's really good. Perfect Illusion's okay, but I like this house remix of it on YouTube a lot more, honestly. And what else is on that album that I like? Hey Girl's cute. Hey Girl is cute. Oh, Sinner's Prayer I didn't like. I didn't like Sinner's Prayer, and John Wayne I'm split on. I also didn't like the video that much, mostly for one quick scene in particular that really just killed the vibe of the video for me entirely. Just like one thing, I was like, okay, I'm not enjoying this anymore. Yeah. What else? Dancing in Circles is fun. I like Dancing in Circles. Kind of. Yeah, it's fine. What else was there? Ooh, I gotta say, I don't like Angel Down. It's a song I respect a lot more than I like. I'll put it that way. I respect the song, but I don't really want to listen to it very often. Grigio Girls on the extended edition is really good too. I like that one. Just Another Day is really fun. I like Just Another Day. I hardly ever listen to Joanne. Ashball says, can we just admit how Lady Gaga absolutely destroyed that last song in the movie? Oh, yes, yes. Oh, what was... I forgot the name of the song. Oh, it's... I can picture her singing it in that gorgeous green dress, but I can't remember the name of the song. Never Love Again, that's it. Never Love Again. Ooh, yes. That is what you... That's the song you end a movie on. Absolutely. Oh my goodness, it's so moving. And there's actually a really sad story behind that scene. Oh, here's another song from that soundtrack, one of the more poppy songs. So, there's this friend Gaga had, named Sonia. I forget her name's Sonia. And she was battling cancer for a number of years. And she tragically passed away while Gaga was filming A Star is Born. And she received the news right before she was gonna film that scene where she sings "I'll Never Love Again." So the emotion from that news of losing one of her dearest friends, you can feel it when you watch that scene as well. Like it's like when you know that you're like, oh, okay, it's such a tragic story. But yeah, that's just another layer to that really great scene in that movie, is that it's drawn, most likely draws on like a very raw emotion from the actual person performing. remember watching some videos on YouTube where Gaga dedicated some um, performances during the Joanne World Tour to Sonya. Yeah. Okay, I need to do the whole left side of his body. Um, and this ear. Let's make that ear happen. Yeah. Another other really good songs that from A Star Is Born is that really like hit hard with me are Always Remember Us This Way, that one, and there was another one. I think it was it's the song that plays when she and Jackson get married. Um, Yes, this line art's coming along pretty well. Happy about that. Probably get some coloring started in a bit. Yes. Oh, good gravy. I need to finish commissions. I really do. I want to make sure I get one pride drawing done before too much of June has passed. It's just the 4th, but still. You get my bum in gear. Yeah. At some point I need to do a gaming stream, but I don't know what to play. I have a lot of options, I just need to pick them. I'm waiting for Eric to move off my island in Animal Crossing and do another villager hunt. But I don't play, I haven't been playing as much, so I can't check my island to see, you know, who wants to go, who's ready to go. And hopefully it's that the one person I want to have go. And then coordinate with my friend to make sure he gets Eric because he wanted him. And yeah, then I stream searching for someone in my fun fevered search that ends in insanity. Yeah, I miss those moments. Oh wait, that's all. I don't want that line to be that thick. Because I know, well, no. I try to make the lines with the mouse thinner. I'm watching a lot of C-Lab 2021 clips on YouTube. Good stuff. Well, it's fun stuff in many regards. It hasn't aged well. I mean, aged pretty badly in some bits, but that's something I want to discuss at some point. Yeah. It's been a day. Mostly it's been an evening. Ooh. Anyway, going for 45 minutes. Gonna still keep going. Unlike last stream, there's no weather issues yet. I don't think there's anything's gonna happen with the weather. I don't think it's forecasted until tomorrow. I think it was this afternoon that stuff changes so quickly where I live. It's like, oh, it's not gonna rain. Oh, wait, it's gonna start right now. There's thunder now. Ugh. It's right on the edge of the city. It's coming in 10 minutes. Okay. Ashball says, I have so many things to watch like that. For the C-Lab. and the rest of the Venture Brothers and my dramas and a mega ton of anime, I'll never get caught up. Oh, I know how you feel, honey. Oh, boy, do I. My anime to watch list I've given up on. I made it too big, with too much, and now I just think I'm scrapping the whole thing. I'm like, I'll watch what I feel like watching when I feel like watching it. Because I'm not gonna catch up on any of that. Once My Hero Academia became as long as it is, I'm thinking, maybe I'll try it out someday, I guess. I'm not aching to see any of those things on my anime to watch list. Well, except a couple, but for specific reasons, and I don't want to get into those right now, but yeah. But yes, I highly recommend The Venture Bros. That's a really fun show. The first 2 seasons are rough. Well, most of season 1 is rough, parts of season 2 are rough, and then it gets a lot better. But certainly watch the season in order, and don't watch the episodes out of order, because it becomes a very it tells a continuous story. Around season 3 is when you really need to pay attention to what you're watching and the order you're watching it. And that never lets off on that. You have to, yeah, it's. Yeah, but also the thing is that in season 1, the stuff that aged really bad, well, the humor, some of the humor in the first 2 seasons aged badly. It did. Animation aged really bad from season 1. And it gets better as the seasons go on. Ashball says, a friend forced me to watch an anime called Banana Fish, and it was so sad. They always do this to me. Oh, I'm sorry. Yeah, that happened to me too with a friend. Well, ex-friend. Not ex-friend for this reason, but it should have been a warning sign. They surprised me with Higurashi When They Cry without giving me any context into what I'd be watching. And yeah, I was pissed at them for that, really. Because if you know what I'm talking about, you know what I'm talking about. I need that to curve differently. Yeah, I'm not a fan of sad anime. I'm not a fan of overly violent anime. I'm not a fan of stupidly sexualized. Like, anime that's over-sexualized, it just feels stupid. Which, of course, is subjective. And for my tolerance level's pretty low for that. Where it's like, oh my gosh, these people are idiots. Or it's like, oh my gosh, people have no boundaries, or oh my goodness, these people are so stupid. Like, and a lot of that like plays out in my mind when I'm watching some things where it's like, you people are dumb. You people don't know how to talk to people. I'm just being, I'm mad for no reason, I guess. I mean, conflict resolution skills are not in a shonen, like, not often in a shonen hero's repertoire. They can't get into wacky situations that people act rationally. Or even then, you think a setting would require more rational thinking, because the setting seems so ordinary, or it's so or the setting's so underwritten along the story that they just, some things aren't clicking really. Like, why is Why is this turning into this when the world is this? Yeah, I'm getting ahead of myself on some topics, but yeah. Ashball says, I'm such a sucker for slice of life / romance anime. I'll never watch badly aged ones like Ouran High School Host Club, even knowing it's mediocre. Oh, is it? I'll even watch badly aged ones like Ouran Host Club. Okay. Oh my goodness, I haven't heard of I know what you're talking about. I've watched a little bit of Ouran High School Host Club. I wasn't wowed by it. Did I dislike that? I don't know. I didn't dislike it. I just wasn't enchanted by it. And I found the premise kind of dumb. And I found the characters pretty dumb. Or just irritating. And it was very like that, like the Bishonen pretty boy thing where like all the guys are super pretty and they're trying to hit on women or just... It didn't feel right to me. I don't know what that was. Again, it's been a long time and I didn't watch a lot of it, but a lot of stuff just didn't work for me with that one. And I can't quite describe it. It's complicated. But Ashfall, you say it's mediocre and has aged badly. Could you explain that? 'Cause I'm really curious what your take is on that. 'Cause that's a name I haven't heard in a long time, really. Yeah. Yeah, I'm just, Anyway, but yeah, I'd like to hear what you say about that. Because that came out a long time ago. Like, oh my goodness, I was a wee thing when that came out. Yeah, I remember the twins, the short guy with the blonde hair, the one that's a girl. She was brunette. There was the guy with the darker hair and the glasses. There was another one, I think. I just don't remember what his gimmick was. I just remember the twins, the little one, and the one with the glasses, and the lady. And then there were the other ladies in that absolutely hit. I don't know what it is with anime where they'll make the men's uniform, like Beastars is like this too, where they make the men's uniform cool and decent looking, and then the women's uniform is this friggin' Victorian doll dress from hell nonsense in pastel colors, and it's like who thought of that? Like, what are you trying to do with that theme? Like, I'm a design freak, so I'm just keep on going with that. Gosh, I hate the women's uniforms in Beastars so effing much. I mean, you get the guys something with like deep colors and actual color, and then the chicks wear this white frock thing with puffy sleeves and good God Almighty, I'm in a mood. Anyway. Ashball says, in regards to Ouran High School Musical, High School Musical. High School. That might be a fun crossover. Well, it's as funny as it is, but it is. Okay. Okay, back to what Ashball was saying. In regards to Ouran High School Host Club. He says, well, the story is only meh. It seems episodic until the last few episodes where they try to make some type of story. Animation is way too weird for... It's way too weird for nowadays. standards, and it's a reverse harem anime, and the harems in general aren't super good to me. Oh, okay. Oh yeah, that's another type of anime that's uphill battle for me. Try and get me to care about a harem anime or anyone involved. Like, the only one I remember watching and liking, but I was really young, and I didn't really understand what I was watching because I was so young, was Tenchi Muyo. But that was a weird show for a lot of like a weird series. Like, oh my god, the Tenchi Muyo, that stuff goes deep in a lot of weeds, a lot of OVAs, a lot of stuff that never was dubbed, and or released overseas, and with effing space travel, the different continuities, and I was never made clear that was the case when it was released overseas. So you thought it was like the same continuous story, and it kind of wasn't, but it kind of was, or you didn't know if it was, or it was dubbed to be that way, even though it wasn't that way in the Japanese word. Oh my gosh, Tenchi Muyo is a hot mess. Oh girl, I just remember Sasami and her bunny, her alien bunny. She was like pre-Miku Hatsune before, like same hair color and similar hairstyle, but like but after Tenchi Muyo fell off and Hatsumi, or not, whatever her name was, Sasalami, I don't remember her name. God, I'm losing my brains tonight. When that lady went away, I don't know exactly when she went away, or if she might still be around Japan. Like, I know in the States, like, she's pretty much, like, no one remembers her. I don't think. But really, for her aesthetic, she's been, at least in the West, I think, utterly replaced by Hatsune Miku. Which makes sense. Hatsune Miku's a, pop star, while Sazami has been some chick in a reverse harem anime that had weird ass continuity. She did get enough. Did she get a spin-off? She got a spin-off. She either got a spin-off anime or a spin-off video game. I don't know which. Maybe both. The Sasami Suzumi chick with the bunny and the hair, the long teal pigtails. What the hell am I even talking about? Okay, I'm gonna pull up a reference. Hang on. What was her name? Sasami, I think that's who it is. This person, this one. Yeah, she got some magical girl thing going on at some point. I don't know why or how. It doesn't matter. I mean, it doesn't matter to me. Okay. Ashball says, the one romance anime I will forever stand is A Silent Voice. Dear goodness, I'm a waterfall after that movie. I never watched that one. I've never heard of that one, I don't think. I'll take your word for it, that's good. Because you're my anime, one of my anime connoisseurs that I go to for anime opinions. Yeah. Anyway. Oh, it's about 9, so my friend should probably be popping in a bit later. You know? Yeah. Yeah, anyway, oh my gosh, okay, we get it, Oh, hi, Only Coyote. Welcome to the stream. It's so good to see you. I was just talking about you. I was wondering when you'd be coming by, but it's good to see you. Hope your week's been going well, and hope you're excited for the weekend. Do you have any plans? Work. Okay, well, I hope you have a good time at work. Uh, yeah. I wonder how work's gonna be after Halloween. Oh, and gaming. Wonderful. I know you've been working on your Animal Crossing island because you want to do a revamp of it. I'm excited to see what you've been doing because I've been making some edits to mine, some small edits. I'm trying to add in a lounge on my east beach, like next to the neighborhood, and above where I have the seaside restaurant. Not directly above, but kind of more closer to the cliffside, more of it secluded. Yeah, so that's gonna be interesting. And then you move a house or two, but maybe just one house, but we'll see. Still trying to see if Walt has enough space for what he needs, and because the lounge is like right next, it's on the cliffside to the right of his house, but there's a road there, so there's enough separation space. And it's supposed to be a quiet lounge area. It's not a get crunk lounge area. It's not. Like you go there, you get a couple drinks, you just kind of relax, you chat, you enjoy the surf and sand, but you're not wilding at that beach. Like it's secluded for quiet, and also there's a massage massage area there as well. Separate from what's his name? Marcel's spa, just another area for massage, like a seaside massage, relaxing place if you fancy. But Marcel has the main spa. Also, I was gonna reset Marcel's clothing so I could style him myself, but so Coyote gave me Marcel, and he gave him to me while he is wearing a Kabuki Actor Yukata, the gray one, and Marcel will comment on how that used and how Coyote gave that to him. So Marcel's keeping it because that's a really cute reminder of this Coyote giving him to me. Because that's very sweet of Coyote. I really appreciate you giving me Marcel. Yeah. So every time Marcel mentions that yukata you gave him, I think of you, of course. Yeah. And Marcel works that outfit, he does. So I'm not sure what other outfits to give him. Yeah. Also need to style up, who else? I need to reset the clothing for Antonio and Ozzy, because the clothing that they have is stuff that I didn't give. No, I did give them each a yukata, but the other stuff was stuff I didn't know would happen when they implemented that the gift giving mechanic where villagers would give gifts to other villagers, including clothing that they would then start wearing, and he had no idea what it was until they put it on, and oh boy, did I walk into some things like that. It's like anytime the villager says, "Can you give a gift to this person?" I restart the game. I'm like, no, I don't know what you're asking me to give them. No. Yeah. Kelly says, "Aw," with a big blushy face. Yes. Yeah, it's been nice to kind of touch up on Island some, because I've been putting it off for so long. I want to readjust my farm area, and what I want to do, I want to make another kind of little cafe area. Not really a cafe, but just kind of another quiet lounge area, because right now there's this space between the Pokeball Garden and the Orchard that I was gonna make for Walt's house, but I decided against it. So I have that space sectioned off, and right now all that's there is money trees that I can just harvest or move somewhere else. Probably harvest at this point. And then in that space, I can put a little seating area, a little nice like juice stand or something, like where you can buy treats from the orchard below. Lots of fruit. It's something really nice and kind of cozy and calming. Yeah, that might be a good idea. That'd be cute. Okay, and I can use that space, of course. Fits with the theme as well, and it's also next to the garden and all the flowers nearby, so it's a very soothing, quiet place to relax, and it's near the farmers markets. Yeah, I like that. I'm doing that. Yeah. Okay. Um, gosh, I love the song. It's so good. Yeah. Genji, 生きている証だね世の中が少し見えかね Oh yes, Coyote, I am listening to J-pop. Puffy Yami Yumi. Oh, they were a big part of my childhood. And I have pretty much like a lot of well no like my faves. I have their whole, like pretty much their whole discography in my library. I'll have some of their newer stuff because they've been weird with their releases. Again, they're all in Japan. But I haven't really been following them, and they're in their droplet period. I don't think they've had like a full album since 2000. When was that? 11 maybe 2000. I think that was 2011. Was that? When was Thank You released? Okay, that's gonna bug me. Let me check that real fast. Papayami Yumi. Yep. Discography. What the heck was this? Oh, compilations. Yeah, their last full album was 2011. That was a long time ago. Good gravy. Okay. Yeah, they've not had a full album since in 10 years. Good God, yeah, like a lot of their stuff is compilations since then. Are they still even a thing? Oh, the song that's playing right now, Kore ga Watashi no Ikiru Michi, is their most successful single, having sold 1.5 million copies only in Japan. Only in Japan, girl. Okay. And Jet's their most successful CD, which I totally believe. Like, also, I think Jet's their best CD, really. Kai says, to be honest, did like a couple songs from Regine. Oh, I understand. I do have a few songs I like. I like Work Bitch is fun, and the silly fun it's in. I genuinely really like Perfume. That's a song I vibe with. Really. Yeah. Alien's really good too. I don't think I like much else on the album. Maybe Tick Tick is okay. Tick Tick Boom, whatever it's called. That one's fine, I think. Kylie says Perfume is good. Yes, it is. It's so good. Yeah. How's it go again? Kylie says, though I remember Criminal was on there. No, Criminal was on Femme Fatale. That was the last single off Femme Fatale. Femme Fatale's mostly pretty good too, though it's aged kind of weird because it's very of its time sounding production with that like early 2010s EDM sound. It's still pretty good, but guy says he's been listening to a lot. He says Blackout is underrated. He's been listening to that a lot lately. Yes, I was actually looking into Blackout recently for some of the images in the album book, which has some very, very good art direction. I think a very interesting art direction. Good and interesting art direction for that for the photo shoot there. Yeah, Blackout has some good moments. I really like Piece of Me. That's a really fun song. And then there's a really good remix by Tiesto on the Be in the Remix album Volume 2. That's a good song. Well, it's a really good mix, though. If you can look up on YouTube, look up the radio version, because the one on the album is like 7 minutes long. So you can find the radio version, like that's maybe 4 minutes. It's much more easier to swallow. It has this really cool vocal effect when she goes, "Been Miss American Queen since I've been 17" on the remix. That's a really cool part. Yeah. And this song, this is a Britney song. This is from the Britney album. It's the third album. Yeah. Oh, let me answer something. Just answering a message real fast. Yeah, sorry. Sorry, I was checking something. Yes. Oh, let me check an update. Oh, wait, comment on that. Oh. I saw someone post something really pretty. I have to make sure to save it. Yeah. Back to what I'm doing. Oh snaps, line art, basic line art done. Okay, I still need to do this here. The flip-flops. Trying to think. Oh, let me skip this one. Okay, I actually really like that one. That's one of my childhood songs. Don't knock my door. I really like that one. Yeah. Okay. Kind of says nostalgia for you. Yes. Very much so. I used to sing the song a lot when I was a kid. Ooh, yeah. This is an underrated song, I think. It was never a single, but it's an album cut that I remember very fondly. Yeah. Kai says, surprised your parents let you listen to her and all that. Well, wait. Really, my parents were okay with a lot of stuff. The stuff they were, okay, they never let me play any Grand Theft Auto games. And I still haven't played any of them, but back then, when I was said, I want to get one of these, my dad was like, no, you're not getting that. So they did restrict me from some things, but not a lot, really. Yeah. Kai says, ooh, lucky though, mine's censor everything. Oh, yeah. Okay, so I was watching, okay, so there's this YouTuber named Mac Does It, and he did a video reviewing bunches of the Kids Bop albums, and the Kids Bop album was, as we know, well, most of us should know that the Kids Bop albums are a bunch of compilation albums of popular songs from whatever time the albums were released, performed by kids and censored to hell and back. Stupidly so, and he made fun of a lot of them. At the end of the video, he said that censorship is just a colorful form of ignorance, and that if you try to hide a path, like any path with censorship, the kids are gonna find it. It's like what you should do is tell them about the path and tell them why they shouldn't go in that path instead of just hiding the path outright. You know what I mean? Kelly says, oh goodness, I remembered all those. He had like 12 of them. Oh wow. I never owned any. Because I knew those were corny back when I was a kid. I did not want any of those. I mean, those ads were because they're made by the same people who make the Now This Is Music albums, which are also just whatever. And those are just like straight up just compilation albums of popular songs, which have I think they're still going, even though they have no reason to access when you can get online playlists everywhere, on every streaming service really. But they still pull them out for some reason. At least the Kids Bop ones are remakes of songs. Well, this is now is just straight up the songs that you know by the artists who made them. I don't know whether or not they're censored too. Probably are bleeped out, at least. Yeah. And there are some censorships that are really funny. Funny and how stupid they are. One of them was they had to do TikTok by Kesha, and it's so censored that they just skip the second verse entirely and just do the first verse again because they couldn't really work with that at all. And TikTok is a song about going out in the daytime drunk and then going out in the nighttime still drunk from the daytime, pretty much. It's a song about day drinking and night drinking. Have fun with that, kids. No. The worst one though was when they censored Born This Way, and they censored Born This Way by taking out the main goal of Born This Way. It's awful, just freaking awful. Cowdy says, I remember one lyric change for I love it. Instead of I crashed my car into the bridge, Kids Bop was I drove my car across the bridge. Oh, that's good. That's good. That's a good one. Drove my car across the bridge. Oh, wild. Really wild. Ah. Guy says, also speaking of, I'm really curious. I wanna give you one last chance. Oh, if you're looking for the main attraction, circle it on tight and let me do my dance. If you want it, I'm gonna be ba ba boom boom. Guy says, you have Nicki? Oh yes, I have a couple of her albums in my library. I used to be a bar. I was a bar from about 2011 to 2016 or so, but I did fall off because there was some stuff that went wrong in those years that made me go. I was around. I came on for a lot of people. I came on with Super Bass, and then I was in through Roman Reloaded and the Pink Print. The Pink Print is a great album, and it's still I still believe Pink Print is their best album. But then after that, I fell off. I didn't like Queen. I didn't even get Queen, but I listened to songs, and Queen wasn't really for me. For me, it was just a really big step down from Pink Print. Yeah, but I was a bar for a while. I even bought her Mixed Moscato at that time. Yeah. Cody says Super Bass was my sister's alarm clock, LMAO. Oh, that's funny. Yeah, I think that song came out in 2010. Yeah. I never got the first Pink Print. I just don't know why I didn't get that one. I saw it at a used CD store, and I thought about getting it, but I just didn't. I might try looking again to get that album. I don't know. I really like Moment for Life. That's one of my favorite Nicki songs. Yeah. And there's one song on there that's funny for the cringe factor. And that's Check It Out featuring will.i.am, which samples Video Killed the Radio Star. And I didn't know that song was sampling that when I first heard it. I just remember really liking it. But liking it for the production only, not for anything else in the lyrics, because it was just pretty banal lyrics, especially anything out of will.i.am's mouth. Yeah, in that song was just, oh goodness, just disposable. But the production was really good. I didn't know why it was so good, and now I know why it was so good, because it was sampled from an incredible song. So like once I found out, I'm like, I don't really need to listen to Check It Out because I can just listen to Video Killed the Radio Star and be much more satisfied. um, but Check It Out but the with the Will.i.am, the one of Will.i.am, that would be it's fun for the cringe, I think. And that song even had a video, and that's also a cringy video because like Nicki Minaj spends half the time being dressed as pink biker chick, and the other half dressed as a character from Katamari Damacy. It's like, what is going on? And Will.i.am's there too, doing whatever he does. Yeah. Yeah. Who's featured on this song? Wanna Buy a Heart? Meek Mill. Oh, okay, that makes sense. Okay. That relationship went in a bad direction, but yeah. Another Puffy song. Also on the Jet album. I always forget. I don't know if it's song is it called Jet? Is it just called Jet or is it Jet CD? I need to verify that because I've seen it referred to both in different places. It's weird because on the album I think it says Jet CD, but that's a very weird name of an album. Then again, Puffy albums have very odd naming constructions, like very odd. Again, Fever Fever doesn't have anything to get, like, doesn't really have any dance tracks on it, despite it being called Fever Fever and having a disco vibe on the cover. It's the weirdest one though, Spike. I don't know what's going on. Like, it's like three different, it has two different covers. None of them have anything. Yeah, that's a conversation. I'd say, oh goodness. Like, there's a spy theme in one of them, which makes no sense, and then you listen to the album and you're like, that doesn't make sense. It's a thing. Thank You, well, no, Thank You was, at least Thank You was like an anniversary thing to say thank you, and probably a farewell too, in a sense, since that's their last full album. Gaga, make a new remix, no, I mean, Gaga's a Puffy, make a new remix album. I need it for my soul. Because your remix albums are just, oh, they're better than sex. Okay, I should check some Discord. I just got like some pings. What's going on? Oh, hey! Ooh, friend sent me a video. Okay. Yeah. What was I talking about? I don't even remember. Oh yeah. Oh wow, I've been doing an hour. I knew this line for an hour and a half, but I've been kind of getting distracted by all the marvelous conversations, really. Oh, okay. Where's my pad? Here it is. Okay. What was I talking about before? I don't even know anymore. I want to go back to Oral High School Musical. Dang it again. Okay, or on High School Host Club. That one. I think part of the premise, I remember correctly, was the one that's a girl with the brown hair was there on a scholarship or something, or she knew someone and got into school that way, but had to do stuff to pay for it or something, and she's there, and then the guys are there, and they're trying to woo her, I guess. but she doesn't wear that. She wears like the guy's uniforms. I don't know if she's pretending to be a guy, like Amanda Bynes, and she's the man, or if something else. Cause I just know she doesn't wear that hideous effing yellow, canary yellow monstrosity that the girls at that school wear, because that, God, I hate that uniform. Jeez, I want you to see how ugly this is. Okay, if I remember correctly, this uniform's super ugly. Okay, girls uniform. Oh gosh, look at this. What the hell is that? What is this? That's like... That's such an ugly shade of yellow. I mean, the guys in friggin' Periwinkle's not great, but, I mean... At least the cut is lean and classy, while this is... like, half formless, half... just weirdly tight, and half... No, that's two halves, sorry. It's, yeah, exactly, Coyote. All those are ugly. Yes, friggin' hell. Dollar Store Belle, hell yes. Very much so. Yeah. So friggin' ugly. I mean, no shade to the person who designed it, but, well, okay. I just went off and said that what they made was ugly. But it just... I don't know if that appeals to. I mean, how's it even like hinged at the waist? Like there's nothing there. It just there's like no belt or ribbon or anything. It just comes in at the waist and just flares the F out everywhere else after that. I mean, physics girl, get you some. Okay, yeah, the girl was brunette, and she was down to earth, while the girls in those hideous yellow dresses were not, if I remember. And then there was like a popular-ish mean girl who wanted the attention from the host club or something. I don't remember. I remember the guy with the glasses being a douche. I do. I might be misremembering, but he looked like a douche. And then the twins had the personality. I don't know what their personalities were beyond them being twins, is what I remember. Oh, hi, Shelby the Wolf. Welcome to the stream. He says, hello, how are you? Hope you're doing well. Yes, I'm doing very well. I'm making myself do well. Just really some light drawing while having just lots of chits and chats with people in the stream, which is wonderful. Going crazy in my own special way, you know. Ah! Cowdy says, so, quote, not like other girls the anime. I think so, really? Okay. Let me pull up. I think I saw her in this. Okay. Yes, I think this is her in the picture. In this picture. That is the main girl right here. Yeah, I'm pretty sure that's her in this look. And then you see all these other... Oh, that was the other guy I was thinking of. That's not the guy with the glasses or the short guy or the twins. This blonde dude. I don't know any of their names, doesn't matter. Yeah. Callie says, oh, we have a wolf gang. Oh, what do you mean? Oh, I'm messing up that line. We say goodbye. I die a little every time we say goodbye. Kai says 2 wolves. Oh yeah, we have Shelby Wolf and we have me. Well, I guess we're 1.5 wolves, really. I'm fine being, of course, being counted as well. I'm good being counted as either. I've been called a doggo a lot too, which I adore, really. Had a very interesting conversation with my, well, not really conversation, but it was an exchange on Twitter with my good friend Syndrome, where he posted about some characters that got him into Anthros, and one of them was Star Fox, which many of us got into Anthros for Star Fox. I know I did, like one of my inspirations. And then he said that one of his OCs, a character named Jonathan Whitestar, was originally made as a kind of a stand-in for Star Fox, or very heavily inspired by Star Fox, before becoming his own character. And I found that very interesting, because I didn't know that before. And in that regard, I should mention, I think I've mentioned this a bunch of times, but I answered in the tweet that Genji's dad, Toshiro, when I was designing him, one of my main sources for an Anthro Wolf was Wolf O'Donnell from Star Fox. So, yeah. Like, well, I modeled his tail and facial patterns particularly, and bits and eyebrows too, to an extent, off Wolf O'Donnell. Okay, says mixed wolf is still a wolf. Good points, yes. Then Shelby says Pride Month gives out great vibes that and I'm enjoying it. Oh yes, that's wonderful. Yes, all the good vibes from Pride Month. I love it. Okay. I'm gonna need these parts. And then you get to the line art. I've been doing this for quite a bit. Yeah. Shelby says, got back from watching Conjuring 3. Oh, yes. I remember hearing that there was a new one. I haven't seen any of them. I'm not a horror movie person, really. But how'd you like Conjuring 3? I've heard, I don't know, I think people like the first one. I don't remember what people said about the second one. And then I've heard nothing about the third one, except that there is one. And I think I saw the trailer once, but I don't remember anything about it except that the lady was falling off a cliff or something. Yeah, I don't know anything else about it. And the second one was the one that had the nun enemy character person. I don't know. I don't really. Doesn't really. Yeah. How that line? Oh yeah, that looks like a weird bump. Okay. Cowdy says, you've only seen the trailer once. Yes, for The Conjuring 3. Yeah. I've seen clips of the first two, but that's about it. I remember seeing the Robot Chicken sketch that makes fun of the second one, or at least the antagonist of the second one. Whereas it was a parody of Sister Act, but with the antagonist of The Conjuring 2 and the Whoopi Goldberg role. Kelly says, I've had that advertised like 900 times. Oh, wow. I don't know. I get a lot of on YouTube. I get so many Grammarly ads, so many. Um, I get Grammarly, I get Victarvi, I get I get so many Raid Shadow Legends ads. I get the ads for those mobile games where you pull up the rods to do like the puzzle ones that just look instantly like scams. Those ones, I get those. Um, Kai says Grammarly always reminds me of really bad friendship I was in. Really? That's interesting. Oh, we forced you to download it? Oh, that sucks. Yeah. I have the trial version on Google Chrome because my dad gave it to me, and I was like, okay, I'll give it a shot. And it is handy, at least in warning me when something looks weird in a tweet, especially because, you know, just drawing a tweet, just gotta get it done. Love the J-pop. Chubby Wolf says the third one is, how do I say it? It's like a combination of voodoo curses and demon possession in order to break the curse. Huh. Sounds like a lot of 3 minutes of nothing. Oh, that's not a bad song. Oh, that's an okay one. Kai says he looks like a great guy. Oh, thank you. Oh wait, Shelby says about Conjuring, it feels like there isn't enough character connection or chemistry. And then Kai says he looks like he's a Greek guy I like with a toga. Oh, he's actually not wearing a toga. It's he's wearing swim trunks and a towel with the bi flag colors on the towel. Oh, still work on getting my bits here. Oh, I missed a part of the hair. Okay, hang on. Actually, let's do this. And where's my... Oh, here's... Okay. Oh, yeah, I really like Marcus. I want to do more. I want to get more commissions with him. I'm planning to get one soon. From one of my really good friends, Rico Wolfdog, got one of his commission slots that he opened this week. Yeah, so I'm gonna get that. Yeah, sorry, forgot about that. Okay, it says, I want to draw Marcus LMAO. Oh, of course. You have my blessing. I missed a bit. Oh, I have so many ideas for comics with him. I kind of want to develop it, like a family for him as well. Like he's the oldest of 2 or 3 siblings. In contrast to Genji, who's the youngest of 3 siblings. Oh, I missed a finger. It's weird when the brush gets bits, but not those bits that there's like nothing separate. It's not a line separating, but there's just enough pixels or something weird to create a separation. That's a hard song. It's a beautiful song, but I'm just not. I can't really practice it that hard. And again, I don't have the throat for it right now. Okay, Shelby says, I think Conjuring 3 with the, he said, I think Conjuring 3 with the public about demons are real. It seems like the start of the Satanic Panic in the early 80s. Oh, that's interesting. Yeah, I remember that was a thing. Honestly, I don't remember much about the Satanic Panic from the 80s. I wasn't alive during that time, of course, but pop culture wise, I don't remember much about. I know it happened. My knowledge of what people did, I don't quite know. One I do know about was there was this movie with Tom Hanks, one of his earliest roles, and not his first movie role, where there was like a Satanic Panic Dungeons and Dragons movie where it was like it was a movie where it was about the Satanic Panic towards Dungeons and Dragons, and they made this Dungeons and Dragons XP for the movie. What was the movie called? It was I don't know what it was called. I don't remember, but it was that kind of thing of like this slippery slope of if you play this role playing game, you're gonna go crazy or something. A whole whole lot of nonsense. Yeah. Yeah. What's this going on here? Anyway. Whoops. Sorry, clicked something weird. Well, then throw off my stream. I think my audio's still going there. Alright. Oh, I missed some bits in the chat. Kai says, Wylib is still in Satanic Panic, LAL. Ooh, that's rough. Cowdy says, we should do D&D. Oh, yes. I've been wanting to play D&D for a long time. And I know a lot of people interested. So that'd be something to try. Shelby says, I was alive in the 80s, but I do know some about the history. Oh, well, feel free to share. I'm pretty curious now. Yeah. Anyway. Okay, oh, so I got my shading there. Oh, I need my shading color. Hang on. This is another folder I've been trying to clean up desperately. Is my on my desktop, my temporary references. I kind of use it as a dumping ground for just stuff I download that's cool. That doesn't really fit in any other folder. Yeah, I need to do something about that. So I need to get a purple in here. Get my multiply. Yeah. Oh, that's right. Okay, so the Satanic Panic movie about Dungeons and Dragons that I was thinking of is thank you, Shelby. He says it's the movie's called Mazes and Monsters. Yes. And Cody says he never played, but he almost started a session once of D&D. Okay. There's also a Dungeons and Dragons movie, which is super cheesy and bad, but in a fascinating kind of way, from what I hear. I watched a commentary on it by Red Letter Media, and I found it really interesting. Yeah. Oh. Alright, Cowdy says, actually have a journal filled with planned content. Ooh, neat. Oh, those are the black colors I'll need. Oh, Kaido, you were the dungeon master. Ooh, neat. I hear that's a fun role. When the lights out. Shame on me. Please. me get this color. No, not that one, not that one. This one. For the interior of the ears. There. One also flat white for the teeth. Oh, what? That's not right. Now, this is a... Oh, snap. This is a good song off Femme Fatale. I Wanna Go. Had a fun video, too. Ooh, had to get in that water there. Okay. Turn that off. What color I want to have shorts be? Those are jean shorts, they're not... maybe something in purple. Yeah, that could be cute. Ooh, that looks good against his fur. Yes, I'm doing that. Okay. Oh, my voice. Oh, throat's feeling dry. Make the purple a different color from the flag. Wait, see if they just kind of lightened it a bit. Ooh. Yeah. Well, it's more of a pink than a purple, actually. No, it's purple, but more, yeah. Control. Carl. Oh, Carl. No, sorry, Carl. Coyote says, ooh. Oh, Celeste's on your island. Oh, neat. Yeah. Then he says, Marcus looks good in dark colors. Thank you. That's good. Shelby says, your artwork looks amazing, and color of his shorts does look good with his fur. Oh, thank you. Glad you like it. Yes. Let me get that towel. Oh, I need his fur pattern. Yes. Okay. Grab on that layer. Actually, let me. Guess I got some flat colors there. Let me get to grab this. Oh, I'm gonna need to color in some bits too. Okay, I'll get to that later. Pen, here it is. So this is a song off Puppy Amimi's third album called Stray Cat Fever, and it's probably one of the most danceable songs on the Fever Fever album, which is weird because it's more like a rock song, so it's weird. I don't know, I find it so weird that the album's named that, but okay. I will say it does make their first compilation album, the one that just pretty much after their first 3 albums, the best of Puppy Amimi, where it combines the names of their first 3 albums, so it's Ami Yumi Jet Fever, and that's a cute effing name. I like that. So Fever Fever is good for at least making that naming convention happen. It's not great for the album, the whole vibe of the album though. Like most of it's ballads and songs like this, where just the only really kind of like Fever kind of song would be Yume no Tameni, which does fit a disco theme way more than anything else on the album. Another really fast-paced song, though doesn't really go theme, is which song I really like. It's super catchy. Is Ta La La. That's a really good song. it's a song that also forces you. Well, it forces itself into your brain as well because it has a crazy good hook, like a really good hook. I made that sound so devious, but it is. I mean, it's a song that it's so innocuous and so cutesy, but the way it's constructed, it just it grabs you and holds on to you. Oh, I did not think that was right. Yeah, the line's a lot thinner. Stray Cat Fever, I remember being one of the songs on one of their songs that appeared on Hi Hi Puffy Yami Yumi, the cartoon, which is okay, as a cartoon. I always watched it because I wanted to hear the Puffy songs playing in the episodes. Girl, did I? Yes. So I remember this song for that. It's a fun song. Was this a single? I don't remember if it was a single. It might have been. Or it was just like a really well-known album track that made it onto the best of albums. At least the first one. And the American release of that album. With weirdly edited out songs. Like, he couldn't give us... Well, okay, no. I'm glad he didn't give us Vacation, because that song appears way too often in their discography for what it is. I mean, it's a fine song, but... Why was it on the High Puffy Omni soundtrack? It did not need to be... Well, I mean, it did appear in the show, but... okay, whatever. I don't know, but Vacation just is a song that grades on me. The Puffy one. But especially but it's only by Yumi he does that one. I like Honey more, the Ami single from their solo album. Okay, I'm going into the weeds on some stuff that makes no sense to the people listening. I'm just pulling into things that I know about. Okay. What was I talking about? Oh, so... let me see. What was the fun Gaga remix? Rich and famous. Bop, 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 bop. Bop, 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 bop. I can't help myself. I'm obsessed to a life of material. It's some kind of joke. I'm obsessively opposed to the typical. All they care all about is runway models, Cadillacs, and liquor bottles. Give me something I wanna see. Retro glamour, Hollywood, just we live for the fame, doing it for the fame, cause we wanna live the life of the rich and famous. Fame, doing it for the fame, cause we want a taste for champagne and endless fortune. That's a really catchy song, and a really good album track from that album. Okay. It's fun when my streams turn to sing-alongs. I think so, at least. That helps my throat's not so dry. I have my fan on too, but it's been hot. Oh no, not just been hot, it's been humid. Good gravy. Oh yeah, I need to adjust the stripe here. A lot. Here we go. I need to do something. oddly enough, I've been spending a lot of time watching videos on video game creepypasta. Not because I like any of those, but I mean it's interesting to see to pick out the to listen to those stories and pick out the how should I put this? The I'm gonna be shady when talking about video game creepypastas and creepypastas in general because I think most of them are garbage. Trying like hearing the video game creepypasta and seeing all the tells in like what makes them not good. The contrivances, yes, definitely the contrivances, the recurring themes between them. Some of them are interesting in how they're told by the narrators, but other ones are just like, oh my goodness, what? Like you can't make this work, no matter how much conviction you put into telling it. No shade to the people, doing the retelling. Just, you're working with something that's, it's like when good actors are given bad scripts, and it's not the actor's fault. It's the writer's fault, the director's fault, what have you. It's like the actor's doing what they can do, But there is the cases too when the actors are doing, know what they're working with is trash, and then they have fun with it or don't. It's more fun when they know it's bad and they have fun with it. It's not so much fun when they know it's bad and they just do the bare minimum for it. Those are the worst performances, I think. Ooh, that's cool. Coyote sent me a picture of his work in progress for his island. Yeah. What was I talking about? Oh yeah, so the video game creepypastas. A lot of them suck. Like the only ones that have escaped the most well-known ones that have escaped the suckiness are Ben Drowned, which I don't like. People, of course, don't like it, but it was one of the earlier ones, and that tried the hardest without trying too hard and coming across as okay. No, I don't think there are any photorealistic blood quotes or anything. Sonic EXE. Yeah, Sonic EXE is crap. But a lot more follow that kind of format. Oddly enough, there was this one YouTuber who was doing a series of them, and I was surprised how many Super Mario 64 creepypastas there were in the ones he did. The ones he did, there was at least, he did at least 3 of them. And a couple from Super Mario World. I guess because those are the more famous ones. No one's going to be talking about, well, no, I shouldn't say it like that. It just seems easy, and also people can ROM hack Super Mario World pretty decently. At least they have, certainly. And Mario 64 just can be clowned on because of the uncanny valleyness of some of the graphics in a lot of places, and the emptiness of the castle hub world, certainly. What am I talking about? Another thing Banjo-Kazooie did very well is making its hub world not as creepy and empty as Peach's Castle. Love you, Peach's Castle to death, but there's a lot of aspects of Peach's Castle that just feels so cavernous and devoid of life, where it just has that uneasy feeling because there's nothing there. But at least with Grunty's Lair in Banjo-Kazooie, there are some enemies and NPCs that you encounter every so often in the area. So it's a more lived-in place, as opposed to Peach's Castle, where it's nothing except for some booze in the courtyard and a rabbit in the basement and a couple toads, and that's it. Kelly says, what is Ben Drowned about? Oh, that's a famous video game creepypasta about Majora's Mask, where a guy gets it's more so an ARG. But the part most people remember is the bit with the game where Ben not Ben. A guy finds a haunted copy of Majora's Mask at a Legend of Zelda Majora's Mask at a yard sale, and it's haunted by the spirit of a kid who died, and he, stuff happens, and then there's this weird crap involving a cult, and it gets out there, and I do not care really, but I mean it's one of the more famous video game creepypastas slash ARGs out there. Kara says, Peach's Castle always felt like I was being stalked, and I don't know why as a kid. Oh, I get the feeling. Not helping. Okay, when I was a kid, here's a story. So, I should be working on that art drawing too while I'm telling this. Okay. What was I talking about? Oh yeah, Peach's Castle. So, there's this one room, not a room, but it's a hallway where, okay, so you're on the first floor, and it's how you get to the basement. You have to go through one of these doors on the side of the stairs on the first floor to go to the staircase that takes down the basement. And there's also the hallway that goes to the courtyard, and the hallway that goes to the courtyard is long, and there's a big boo there. And when I was a kid, just the presence of that boo always unnerved me. So when I would play, I would try to, because I always felt like he would come after me for some reason or something. So every time I would want to go to the basement, if I didn't come in through the moat area when you drain the moat, I need to draw this. What I would do was, I would go down that stairwell really quickly so that you couldn't see the boo in on the screen. That was just me being a weird, scaredy cat kid. I didn't have that problem when I replayed it for my live stream last year, which I still need to finish that 120 coin run. I just have a couple more coins to get. Though what's weird is that I forgot to get some of those videos onto my YouTube channel, so Twitch deleted them, so I'm bummed about that. But at least I got the videos where I beat Bowser, so that's good. But I would like to stream more of that, more 64, and also Sunshine and Galaxy. Oh, I love Galaxy. And Sunshine, I really need to delve into. It's not about sex or champagne, you holy fool. Do 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 do. I don't know. Yeah, Peach's Castle is so unintentionally creepy, but again, it's that way because of the limitations. I mean, it was one of the very first N64 games released. Like that, like it was launch titles. It was that and Pilot Wings. Pilot Wings 64 were like the first ones. So Nintendo did what they could with what they had to work with in hardware, and they got better with working through those limitations with their subsequent releases, like Ocarina of Time, for example. And yeah. I don't know if it certainly deserves it, but considering what they did the All-Star release last year, I don't know if they'd ever make a true. Well, they kind of did on the DS, but like a true and like Super Mario N64 HD re-release where they can go crazy, add new stuff, make that castle less unintentionally creepy. I mean, do something. I mean, at least give it HD textures that don't look horrible in some places. Like, love you to death at like Mario 64, but your textures are not it in a lot of parts. Oh gosh, okay, like one of the worst bits is Tall Mountain. With how the rocks are stretched along the mountain are so not well done that you can see the seams of the polygons as you're going through the level. It's rough, honey. Oh, it's my favorite Britney song. Love this song. morning, she wakes up, knock, knock, knock on the door. It's time for makeup, perfect smile. It's ooh and all waiting for. Oh, it's one of my favorites. Well, it is my favorite Britney song. I mean, it's also a song that is hauntingly poignant and prophetic, but it's also incredible, and I adore it. And the world is spinning and she keeps on winning. But tell me, what happens when it stops? Yeah, since she loved me, this Hollywood girl. I really need to stop. Ugh. I mean, I could sing better, but I'm just not. My throat's not in it tonight. One thing that'll help with this towel is when I get, I add some of the textures and clothing crease, fabric creases, I should say. Alright, and how am I? Callie says, I love this one. Oh, I'm glad you do. Yeah, I want to belt this tune out when the time is right. Because it deserves it. I love it. I mean, this is a song that made me a Britney fan, honestly. All those years ago. She's so lucky, she's a star, but she cries in her lonely heart, thinking if there's nothing missing in my life, then why do these tears come at night? Dang it, I need to stop. Callie says, be right back. Oh, certainly. I'll be here for a bit longer, yeah. I want to get the flat color done on this. So next up is stripes on the body. Yeah, let's do that. That's a fun mix. More like aggressive spy sounding tune. I mean, I get that vibe at least. Okay. Did I get a message on my phone? Oh, okay, just Pokemon Go. Alright. Close that. I don't speak German. I wish my throat wasn't so dry. Alright. Ah, too long. Too wide. Alright. Oh. Okay, they go pretty high up on the arm. Alright. Oh, they're not that thick though. The stripes are not that thick. Okay. Shush. Shiza be mine, Shiza be mine. What mix is this called again? Shiza, Guane LG Club Mix. Okay, and that's off the Born This Way remix album. I'm sad we never got an art pop remix album, or one for well, theoretically you could make one for Joanne, and absolutely you could absolutely make one for Chromatica. And there was rumbling there was gonna be one. Like one of the producers for the album teased that there would be a Chromatica remix album, but it hasn't happened yet. And who knows? When it comes to Gaga having teased projects, I mean, that's absolutely something. And even Art Pop out like Volume, no, get the name right. Art Pop Act 2 is being teased again, or something in regards to Art Pop Act 2, or some unreleased art. Like Gaga, I mean, for the first time in since 2014, Gaga has acknowledged the existence of Art Pop Act 2. Maybe something will happen. I mean, I'm guessing at some point maybe what we might end up getting, because again, we're getting the Born This Way Anniversary Edition this year, is that maybe on Art Pop's release anniversary in November, we might get the song T. I'm guessing we might. That might be all we end up getting, if anything at all, in regards to what Gaga has been and DJ White Shadow have kind of been what they teased a couple months ago. Again, I'm not sure, but that's my vibe of what we might get in regards to unreleased material from Art Pop. And because T was one of the songs, I mentioned this in my video essay. Oh, welcome back, Coyote. I remember this. What was I saying? My video essay, like T is a song that she teased on her Twitter in a tweet. She tweeted some lyrics, and the tweet's still up there on her Twitter. You can look it up. But the song was never released anywhere. It wasn't on Art Pop, even though it was one of the first T songs. And then while opening for Gaga on the Joanne World Tour in 2017, a couple times, at least once, DJ White Shadow played the intro to the song T. So it exists in some what am I starting to say? Ooh, I messed up those stripes, didn't I? Kinda. Yeah, I need to thin one of these out and move it up a bit. So T exists in some form. We do not know, because again, a lot, like Gaga said, she recorded many songs for Art Pop. And we got 15 of them. Well, we kind of got some more-ish. We got Brooklyn Nights was leaked, and that's a really good song. It was also a contender for the Art Pop track list, but it didn't make the cut. And then there's Princess Di, which she performed several times on the Born This Way Ball tour. Yeah. And then there was also a version of Party Nauseous as a transition in the Art Pop Ball tour. And then Ratchet she performed once at a club. And then the instrumental was released officially by DJ White Shadow and used during the Art Pop Ball tour for a costume change transition. Like the songs I'm most curious about off that were scrapped from Art Pop are the ones I'm most interested in hearing are T and Ratchet. Mostly because they're the ones that we have more concrete details on, and they're also songs that have been teased the most by both Gaga and DJ White Shadow. Kai says, "Ooh, you are into lost songs?" Oh, absolutely. I mean, especially with Gaga, I follow a lot of like her unreleased material. Because I'm fascinated by what makes albums and what doesn't. Kai says, "Yes." Kai says, "Because I love those types of things." Oh yes, I do too. And it's interesting what ends up being released later or leaked later in a lot of cases. I watched a video recently on the alleged never released album Original Doll by Britney Spears, which was allegedly supposed to come out as her 5th studio album, but was scrapped, and that around that time she also went through her meltdown phase, and then eventually her 5th studio album became Blackout. So it's unsure if Original Doll was scrapped altogether or bits of it were repurposed for Blackout. It's a lot of rumors and speculation there. Coyote says, and to be honest, some of her lost songs are really good. Oh yes, absolutely. Oh, and he says also, there's a singer I really like who has like albums of lost songs. Oh, who is that? Sorry, I read those out of order. So which is the singer that has a lot of lost albums you like? Melanie Martinez. Oh, okay, I've heard of her, but I don't know if I've heard much of her music. Oh, this mix. I love this one. This is a Puffy remix that mixes 2 songs. Two of their best songs together. Yeah. I don't know. 2 women. Yes. And this is one of the things that's so fire about the Puffy Yami remix albums, is that they don't just do like standard, or the producers don't just do standard like dance pop, techno, EDM, like what was the other thing? That's kind of music, dubstep remix. They do like different musical styles in their remix albums that are really impressive. And like this one has this. It's called oh, I cannot see. It's the Masa Samba mix for I remember the English name more than a Japanese version. Electric Beach Fever and Sign of Love. Some of their 2 of their best songs, and they're mixed beautifully in this remix. And it's off their second remix album, PRMX Turbo. The first album's PRMX, and the second one's PRMX Turbo. I'm really hard pressed on which one's better. I adore both of those albums. Yeah, sorry. Just Puffy has so many good sing-along songs. Oh, it takes me back to my weeaboo days. A long time ago, but a generally good time, a simpler time it was. Simpler than now in a lot of respects, you know. Not gonna get into any of that, because I don't want to, but you know. Oh gosh, I wish I had so many good songs pop up, I just want to friggin' sing them out loud. Really hope. see. Looks like I get the eyes just about done. I think I'll fit. Going for 2.5 hours. Okay. Okay, so I want to get the eyes done. Yeah. Cowdy says no COVID. Oh, okay. That's good. Yana naha kokeshiki lenu Kotoshi o bihari no shigeki Wake mo nai yo niken ya yahoo Sone teke ga ai nu shirushi. Oh my goodness, this instrumental. Ugh. That piano, the chimes, the drums. Oh, it's so good. I mean, the way it's mixed with their voices. Like freaking hell, like US-based pop stars and your remix albums, get more creative, please. Oh. Gosh, that piano. Oh. Like the honestly, like the closest Gaga remix that's like that gets to this level, gotta be honest, remix is the Saint Lucia remix of GUI. It gets to this kind of level of incredible. It actually tries to be a atypical kind of music for a remix song. Like who would think to remix a J-pop song as a samba tune? I mean, it's that kind of out of the box thinking that just you can get some incredible results. Oh, Kyle says no COVID was when in regards to simpler times. Oh yeah, things were a lot simpler before that. Oh boy. Oh, I need to move that eyebrow. I like the shape of it, but I need to move it. Oh, solid gold. Solid gold.